Well, hello and good afternoon. I'm going to keep this really short today. This is the quote of the week, and it is an extremely famous quote by a guy called Tony Robbins. And even if you are not even remotely interested in personal development or Tony Robbins himself, you have probably heard this quote before: where focus goes, energy flows. I'm not a massive Tony Robbins fan, to be honest. There are things he does that I like, things that he does that I disagree with, but either way, I have a very neutral opinion over him. But the quote is extremely powerful and I like it, and I think it is highly relevant, and it's worth talking about. So I'm going to talk about it for about 5 minutes. I'm not going to take too long on this. I don't want to bore you because I know it's Saturday afternoon. But the thing with energy is that most people think of it as a physical thing. It's something that we feel. We either have energy or we're low on energy, we feel tired. But energy goes beyond that. It's mental energy, there's emotional energy, there's obviously physical energy. But energy is universal. Energy is essentially everything. The world is made up of energy. And where we place our awareness, we place energy, which is essentially what the quote says, but I choose the word awareness over focus, which I'll tell you why in a little bit. But when we give something our awareness, we give it energy. And the more energy we give it, the greater its potency. So the more you focus on it, the more energy goes towards it, the bigger it gets, the more powerful it gets. Which is why when you feel a certain way, if you're perhaps feeling a little bit shitty, and that's all you can think about, it's all you can focus on, the worse it gets, the more prevalent it becomes, until it's all you can think about, it's all you can feel, and it overtakes everything. We have this amazing ability to feel things, and we have the ability to amplify them ourselves. And that's what we do when we direct energy towards them, we amplify them. And learning to control your awareness is a skill that we can develop. It's something that gives you a command over your thoughts and your feelings. And it's something that you can learn to do to change your life dramatically. So you would have the ability to understand how you feel, well, not necessarily understand, but be aware of how you feel, and then to shift it into something else. So if you're not feeling how you want to feel, you have the ability to shift your awareness around that onto something else, to put the energy somewhere else. And it is easier said than done. And I'm not talking about short-term shifts or distractions either, which a lot of people go into. Oh, I don't feel particularly good, so I'm just going to go do something to distract myself because it's a shift. Yeah, it works short-term, but it isn't a long-term fix. It's not about distraction from how you feel. True control over your emotions and your thoughts means being able to acknowledge them for what they are and then actively choosing something else, because we all have the power of choice, and we always have the power of choice in any situation. So awareness then is huge. And I prefer to think of awareness over focus, because focus is very much a conscious thing. But when you expand that into awareness, that also allows for unconscious things as well, because there are a lot of things that we direct energy towards that are unconscious, that we don't even know we're doing. Things that sit there in our subconscious and that we just do daily, and they're taking up our energy, they're taking our awareness. So when you suddenly become very self-aware and you start to train these things, you can then figure out where your energy is going, where these awareness things are, and you can work on them. And when you can do that, you can control your energy. If you can control your awareness, you can control your energy. And it's no longer tied up in stuff that doesn't serve you, whether you're conscious of that or not. And you can use that newfound energy to then create something more, something better for your own life. And that is how you can change your life. It's how we bridge the gap between being, doing, and having within the context of a life that we truly dream of. And that's why I love this quote, and I'm glad it's become so popular. And I hope that everybody can understand it at this deeper level. Energy is everything. If you can control your awareness, you can control your energy. And in controlling your energy, you're able to shift your focus onto doing things and feeling things and thinking things that are going to serve you in creating a life that you love. So it's a really simple quote, but it is hugely powerful. That's all, guys. I'm not going to waffle for much longer. I usually waffle, but hopefully that gives you some context around a very well-known quote that I'm sure everybody has already heard of. So that's all from me today. I'll be live again on Tuesday for the podcast. I have just dropped some brand new training in the Limitless group. It is a very short but very impactful video on the roadmap to prosperity. So if you would like to take advantage of that, drop a comment down there, let me know that you want in the group, and then I'll send you a link for the group, and you can make the most of that brand new training, plus a bunch of other amazing bits and pieces, training, journal activities, all kinds of stuff within the group. So let me know in the comments if you want to take advantage of that. Otherwise, I'll see you all into next week. Have a wonderful weekend.